Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are staying safe. Firstly, thank you so much for your love and support, and thanks for encouragement. I've shared my thoughts around product strategy and product behavioral aspects in my previous episodes. If you guys are not yet watched, I'll share those two video links in the below description of this video. So today I'm going to talk about another important aspects. How do we measure and improve the customer experience for your product or a service, or maybe it's a mobile app? So there is a framework through which you can measure certain key metrics which will help you to improvise your customer experience for your all products or services. It's called HEART. Yes, this was a framework was introduced by Google in 2010 just to understand the pulse of the customer experience for the services which they have offered to them. Let's understand what is this framework all about. HEART: happiness, engagement, adoption, retention, and task success. Yes, what is happiness? This metric mainly meant to use how do we measure user attitudes. Can it be measured via survey or an interviews? For example, you have a customer satisfaction index, or you wanted to find out your net promoter score. 2. Engagement. These metrics help you to understand what is the level of me as a user, how much is being involved throughout your product journey. It helps to showcase some of my behavioral aspects. How frequently, how intensity, how depth of interaction I have shown towards all your products or services over a period of a time. For example, how many number of times I come down back to your website or product, or how many visits per week, how much of transactions I have done on your mobile app. Some of the examples. 3. Adoption. When you launch a new product or a feature or a service, as a new user, you have to get all this adoption towards all your products. For example, how many accounts has been created for last 15 days? How many people has been subscribed for your services? Or how many people who are just being dropped out because you provided a very poor experience towards your onboarding of a particular customer experience in your products. So it's all about adoption. 4. Retention. Retention is mainly just to identify the rate at which existing users are returning back to your products. For example, how many of your active users from a given period of time are still present with you and they will still continue with you some later point of time. It's all, typically you call it as a churn, customer churn, just to understand what is the failure to retain. The last one, task success. It's again another metric within HEART framework, just to understand how do we provide certain behavioral metrics with respect to your user experience of a given product. It can be your efficiency or effectiveness, or maybe your error rates. It's all about how much time as a user taking to complete certain transaction, or how much of a percentage of tasks are completed on a given time. If you wanted to buy a certain feature, certain products from your website, or how many times the user faced an issue while booking a transaction or buying a product from your website. It's all about a task focused. You should be very focused. So these are all 5 key metrics under HEART framework through which you measure and improve your customer experience. So this framework will have its own purpose and see how do we align ourselves for given product or services. So there is something new concept called GAME: goal, action and metrics. So each of these metrics you need to chart it into a tabular structured way to understand certain aspects for a given product. Let's say you have an entertainment app, right? So how do we measure happiness metric? So you need to define what is a goal, what is an action, and how do you measure it. Understood? Let's say users are finding this entertainment app is so powerful and fun and engaging to them. So what is the actions all about? Have you receiving a proper feedback from the customer? Are they really responding to the community questions which you are posting? How do you measure it? As I mentioned in the previous, it can be measured via your NPS, Net Promoter Score, or your customer satisfaction ratings. When it comes to engagement metric, how fast and how accurate you as a product, this entertainment app is getting engaged with every customer. Are they really engaging with you? That's your goal. So what is action? You need to understand how much time they're spending within your entertainment app. So how do you measure it? It can be average, users are logging, concurrency logging, average session time, how much videos they are being watched, some of the metrics. When it comes to adoption, another key metric, just to see adoption is something like what is the value add that you are giving to the customers. So what new features you are launching into your entertainment app. Are they able to download and share, refer to other friends? What is the onboarding experience as a new user? So these are all under your actions. So how do you measure? How many people are downloaded? How many people are registered? How many people are shared and referred to their friends? These are all some of the aspects through which you understand adoption metric. Retention, yes, as a end user, do I love to come back and see I wanted to be stay with the same entertainment app? That's my goal. So what is an action? How often you renew your subscriptions? How often you are doing repeat purchases of any product in your entertainment app? Or have you been subscribed to some other additional features in your entertainment app? How do we measure? It's all with your how many subscriptions or what is your churn rate. The last metric, task success. It's all about whether they're able to achieve or complete whatever they're supposed to do in your entertainment app. That's your goal. What is an action? Have they found the right content when they're trying to look out for a certain item, certain movie, certain episode, certain seasons? Are they able to locate it very easy or handy? That's your action. How do you measure? How many times the website is up and running, or how many times your entertainment app is up and running? Whether is it having any crash issue or whether they need to restart, they have to relaunch. So these are all some of the metrics through which you understand the product and improve your user experience for your services. I hope this helps. So this is a framework through which it definitely be so effective. It helps you to understand both micro and macro measurements and to help to determine the impact of your product's user experience. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Share to your friends as well. Thanks so much for your time. Thanks for listening. And thank you.